Welcome to What Costs More, a game where two idiots play bootleg, the price is right. The goal of this game is simple. We're going to present two options that are both ridiculously high sums of money, and we have to guess which one costs more. No need for examples. Let's just dive right into the first question. All right, round one. This is worth 1 point. What's worth more, LeBron's entire net worth or the White House? Okay, so the White House, obviously they'll never sell it. It's a historic property, and they're not going to get rid of that. So it doesn't have a price tag.
This is the White House's net worth, in a sense.
LeBron's net worth is constantly going up. Got that $1 billion deal with Nike. You see him on every ad, Sprite Cranberry, all that. I'm going to go off on a limb here and say probably LeBron's net worth.
So, I'm going to disagree with you. There's no way it's not the White House. And if it is, I'll look like an idiot. But this is America's, poster boy, in a sense.
It's priceless. They're never going to get rid of it, but...
It symbolizes freedom, for God's sake. So, there's no way LeBron is worth more. All right. We're ready for the answer? You locked in? You locked in with LeBron? I'm locked in with the White House?
Yeah, let's go.
LeBron James is worth more than the White House. What world am I living in? I am in crisis right now. Sam, you take the point on this match.
Again, the White House is priceless. They're never going to actually get rid of it. There's no way to evaluate its actual price, but it's probably the land it sits on and then the square footage or whatever, not the historical significance. So yeah, that's why I went with LeBron, and I was right. By the way, this is all done without us knowing. This is done by someone off camera, one of our close friends.
Let's move on to our second question. 10-day contracts versus a G League yearly salary. So when a player comes into the NBA on a 10-day contract, they ink a decent amount of change, but is it enough to surpass the G League yearly salary, Sam? What do you think?
Okay, so this is a tricky one because I don't know what the producers here did, because 10-day contract depends on how many years you've been in the NBA, if you're a vet or if you're a rookie, undrafted, drafted, all of that. G League is a fixed yearly salary. So I'm gonna go off on a limb here and say 10-day, because it could be really high, but I don't know which number we went with here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's the 10-day contract. They just get crazy money for 10 days, and I think it's a little ridiculous that if it is 10-day, they get paid more than the G League
for a whole year,
salary.
Dude. A whole year.
Let's see. We both lock in 10-day, and it is
10-day.
It is 10-day by a mile. Sam, what do you think? Is this just?
Dude, when they said Michael Jordan was playing against plumbers, this is playing against plumbers. That is not a professional athlete salary as we know it. Especially when the premier select contract or something for the high school guys is $500,000 a year. Just imagine playing with an 18-year-old making 10 times and then some the amount you're making, and you've been playing professional basketball your whole life. That is, wow. I mean, I get it. The league doesn't make a lot of money, but geez, that is low.
Yeah, it seems like a joke. Let's move on to question number 3. Sam, Ryan Anderson, take us into this a little bit, because Ryan Anderson isn't in the league right now, but he's still getting paid, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the Miami Heat, when they traded for him to clear up salary room, they extended his contract by, I think it was 7 years or something like that. So he's still on the books for 1 more year as of the recording of this. And Christian Wood is a solid NBA player.
Who do you think gets paid more? I'm going to go off on a limb and say Christian Wood. The guy had a crazy year last season for the Detroit Pistons. Decided not to pick up, although he didn't get a lucrative contract, I know it was a good lump sum. I'd be surprised if it was Ryan Anderson. What do you think?
Okay, I'm just going to play the game here, right? So there was no way LeBron was worth less than the White House, right? Or more than the White House, right? But it was LeBron. And then in the second one, there's no way a 10-day contract is worth more than a whole year, right? But it was 10-day. So I'm just going to play the game's odds here and say it's probably Ryan Anderson, because that clearly can't be right, but it's going to be right.
All right, a split decision. Let's see what the answer is. Christian Wood is the correct answer. That leaves us tied at 2-2. Sam, this is ridiculous in my opinion that Ryan Anderson is still on the books with the Miami Heat getting paid $5 million.
Yeah.
But I just had a feeling $13 million is ridiculously low for Christian Wood. That's a steal.
I mean, yeah, for some reason the Pistons decided to sign 10 other big men instead of the one good one they still had on their roster. But the Rockets got a steal. The free agency market died down and Christian Wood was left holding the bag, right? Or not holding the bag, however you want to look at it. Let's move on to the next
All right, this question, I just read it and got triggered. Troy Polamalu's hair insurance versus Elgin Baylor's net worth. Sam, what is going on here? Is Troy Polamalu's hair insurance that expensive?
So yeah, I'm going to try to explain. I think you can do a better job because you were following Troy Polamalu a lot longer. But he has that I kind of care, right? And he got that insured in case anything ever happened to it because it's part of his brand. Versus
not to
Baylor.
mention that Head and Shoulders partnership that he's had for a very long time.
Yeah, versus Elgin Baylor's net worth. I mean, he played in a time where they didn't make as much money as they do right now. And I don't know how savvy he's been investing that money. I have no idea. Just for the memes, Troy Polamalu hair insurance.
That's interesting. I'm going to go with Elgin Baylor's net worth. I just feel like that guy is too historic of an NBA player. If it's his hair insurance, I'm going to be as blown away as I was with the White House one. So let's see. We're split again here. And it is... What? Are you kidding me? I mean, hold on. I have Troy Polamalu's jersey in my house. And you're telling me this guy's hair insurance is worth $1 million?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you said it yourself. He has a big brand deal with Head and Shoulders, and if anything were to ever happen to that hair, he would want compensation. It's almost like life insurance at that point, you know. But yeah, Elgin Baylor, like I said, he played in a time where the contracts just weren't what we see now, and that's still a lot of money to be worth. Like, let's be honest here. But
Troy Polamalu's hair?
Yeah.
Moving on. The final round is worth 2 points.
Really is winner takes all here.
It comes down to this. The Milwaukee Bucks net worth versus Spider-Man No Way Home. Sam, this is one of the highest grossing movies of all time, but is it worth more than one of the most historic NBA franchises?
Okay, so Milwaukee's like a small market team, right? The most expensive is in like the 3 billions, I think. The cheapest is in like the low 2s, and Milwaukee's probably closer to the lower end than the higher end. Spider-Man, I think, got like 1.6 opening weekend or something like that, and I don't know how updated this new number is, but I'm gonna go with Spider-Man.
I'm trying to win this thing, all right? So I'm going Milwaukee, but I'm not pretty confident. Milwaukee, dude, Spider-Man's the greatest movie of all time. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but go watch that if you haven't watched it. You're doing something wrong.
And then go watch our
Milwaukee
franchise
Bucks.
video somewhere up here.
The Milwaukee Bucks are a phenomenal team. I'm praying and hoping that they're worth more than Spider-Man. You ready to find out, Sam?
Let's
Split
go
decision,
for it.
winner takes all?
Let's go for it. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Milwaukee Bucks. Sam, this game was amazing. We went down to the wire. What do you think of this last what costs more question?
Listen, I don't know when this is updated, and we might need to do a recount.
A recount?
At the end, but I still think it's probably right, because, I mean, I don't expect it getting another $1 billion since the last time this number was taken.
Hey, it's way closer than it should be.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's 1.6 right now, so you still would have won.
Okay.
But
after the recount,
it was still
wasn't able to change the verdict.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, an entire NBA franchise, dude. 82 games a year, jersey sales, championship last year, and this movie almost made as much money. And that's before, like, physical sales. And that's before it goes on streaming, and I don't know how that gets factored into it. That's wild.
This is our second time talking about it. We're not going to spoil anything, but go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, please. Sam, this has been amazing. I'm looking forward to doing more of these in the future. If you guys love this series, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment letting us know which one tripped you up and what score you got at the end of this game. I'm the reigning champion headed into the next one, so we'll see you then. Thanks for watching Banter Broadcast on YouTube. For more videos, shorts, and clips from our podcasts, subscribe to the Banter Broadcast.